I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me.
Hey everyone, what's up? Just wanted to give a quick update on my experience today. I know I posted had an issue with my hand. It's probably really can't see it much here, but this vein feels kind of like a hard spaghetti noodle, and then this started swelling up. So like my finger was, I mean, right now as I'm touching it, it feels like sunburned and whatever. It was starting to swell up a bit yesterday, and it's been like this for about 4 weeks now since I had my surgery. You can tell scars healing up a bit better. I got some of the strip stuff that I guess it's kind of like a band-aid you put on. It's supposed to help with the keloiding to make it kind of flatter. Not that it's that big of a deal, but anyways, and still with the swallowing thing, it's just weird. But I don't have to wear the neck brace anymore, which is awesome. Went out yesterday for a little bit, went out today to go take care of a few errands, and just trying to get back out there a little bit more, and going back to work in a week, because 6 weeks out of work twiddling my thumbs is enough. But so with this hand thing, I decided to go to the doctor today. Since it's Saturday, doctor's offices are closed, have to go to urgent care. Alright. So I went in there and just saw a random doctor. Now, those of you that know me, my health issues, I have, a slew of medications. Anywhere from hydrocodone, oxycodone, tramadol, Percocet, Thorazine, Valium, phenobarbital, you name it, I probably got it. It doesn't necessarily mean that I use it all, but it got to a point to where I was like, I don't even feel normal anymore, because I got to take this for this and that for that. And so even after my surgery, I stopped taking the Percocet and just was taking Tylenol. I was dealing with the pain because I didn't want to deal with the after effects and the side effects. So back to the story, went in and, signed in, paid my copay. They called me in. And I'm sitting there for about 5 minutes before this guy comes in, and kind of a bigger guy, but as he walks in the door, he's like, "Hello, okay, what did you do to yourself?" And I kind of looked at him, never met the guy before, and the first thing I thought was, this dude reeks of cigarettes. And as a former smoker myself, it made me conscious of, wow, I smell like that, But now that I don't smoke, I'm real hypersensitive of smelling it. So that was my first impression of this guy. What did you do to yourself? Cigarette smell. I'm like, well, explain the situation. And he looks at it, he looks at my hand, he's like, oh yeah, no, that's not that big deal. It's just, they might have, busted a nerve, or they might have messed up the nerve or busted the vessel, like hematoma, yada yada. I can just give you some pain meds for that. And I'm going, if you knew what I have at home, my pharmacy, so I asked him, I said, well, what are you going to give me? Because I have it. He goes, well, I can give you some Tylenol with codeine. And I was like, oh, that's an empty spot on my shelf. Okay, cool. He goes, hold on a second. So he leaves. Again, 5 minutes, I'm sitting there. He didn't even talk to me for but 2 minutes. So he leaves, comes back 5 minutes later. Oh, you just had a refill recently for Percocet. I said, yeah, I had them because I had this surgery that I told you about, but you at some point forgot. But I'm not taking them because, they're fucking up my gut. I have gut issues. It's like, oh yeah, because those are too strong for this, but I'll go ahead and give you some Tylenol with codeine, so, that shouldn't be too bad. So hold on a second. And he leaves again. I'm like, all right. And then he comes back. And he's like, okay, here's the prescription. And he goes, and by the way, and he points to my arm, and he's like, I could never do that. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, he's looking at my arm, right? And he's kind of like touching it. And, people have done it before in the past, but I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I don't pay attention, whatever. But this kind of struck me as like, huh. So he's looking at it. He's like, wow, yeah, I can never do that, yada, yada, And I tell him, you should see my back. Stupid thing. And he's like, oh, well, let me see. I'm like, and he kind of goes behind me and he starts like lifting up my shirt. And I'm like, whoa. All right, dude, this is a little weird, but okay, check it out. And I lift up my shirt and he's like looking at it. He's like, oh, what is this? And what is that? Da, 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 da. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm just thinking, I've gone through so many doctors, so many procedures, so much shit in my life with these kinds of people. Now, mind you, I respect the fact that they're in a medical practice. They're people too. But, I many times have left myself vulnerable to them. I'm under the operating table. I'm taking these pills. I'm on the receiving end of their possible negligence, their unwillingness to be sensitive to my situation, their lack of knowledge of my ongoing situation of 20 years plus, because I have to keep going to different doctors, or I have to be referred to another doctor who is a specialist for whatever. That is the part that kind of scares me, because these people don't know. I go in there and I look healthy, right? I go in there, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, you're a healthy, 40 some odd year old male, you look healthy, and they kind of grope me, They're like, oh yeah, you're pretty muscular there. It's like, do you work out? No, it's all natural. Oh, you look like you work out. Yeah, I don't. So it's really weird for me to go to doctors sometimes, but I have to go all the time, and it drives me fucking nuts because I'm a sick fuck. I could just stay home and be like, oh, sweat it out, but I've done that before in the past, and it hasn't worked to my advantage. For those of you who don't know, here's an example. This is when I had my second bowel obstruction surgery. This was after my first obstruction surgery and after my appendectomy. This was in 2010. I lost a grip of weight, about 60 pounds in 2 weeks. And because of their negligence, about a week after my surgery, I ended up back in the emergency because I went into kidney failure. So I had to go back to the emergency, have another surgery, and then after that, I had to be set up for yet another surgery to remove my gallbladder. And then the following year, I had to go back for the same thing. So they opened me up again, did their thing, took my guts out, wrung them out, threw them back in, stapled me up, sent me on my way with painkillers. They say, oh, well, sorry, it could probably happen again, and every time you get opened up, it makes it more possible that you're going to have to come back. All right. And then, last month, here I am, over the last couple of years, getting injections, epidurals in my neck and my shoulders, trying to relieve this compressed disc and nerve pain and blah, 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 blah. Cut open my throat, slam in a fucking metal plate, allow me to walk around like I'm feeling like this. But, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do, and I'm doing it. And, sometimes it's a little bitch fest. I got to let it out, and then I'm good, and I just keep marching on. But I just thought I'd kind of share that experience with you because I found it kind of funny. I found it kind of weird. But I know that everybody has their own experiences and their own ways of dealing with stuff. And I have my way and my reasons for doing it, or for not doing it. And those are some of the reasons why. But anyways, on another note, I did mention also that I have new ears as well, and you probably didn't even notice this, but I have a hearing aid, which helps with the tinnitus or the ringing in my ear. So as I just took those out, my hearing got cut down by about half. I feel like I have my hands over my ears right now. If I put my hands over my ears when I talk, I would probably sound like I was deaf. And I'm also in the process of getting my sunglasses, which will be prescription because I'm kind of tired of the whole Superman thing. Anyway, I'm an old beat up car that needs to be fixed up. And once I get everything fixed up, then I can go another 200,000 miles. So with that being said, hope you guys have a good weekend. Last but not least, I just got this in the mail. Oh yeah. This is an awesome t-shirt. My buddy Lou Rasconi, he actually suggested to his followers, of which I am one of them, to check this out. And since I'm a fan of the movie, I had to get me one. So I will leave the information if you are interested in getting one yourself in the comments. It also came with a signed trading card. And that was my day. And it's not even noon yet. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Talk to you later.